Turning overseas now, Ukrainian troops have breached Russian lines and recaptured key territory in the eastern part of the country near the bombed-out city of Bakhmut. Ukraine's president is in the U.S. for a speech at the United Nations General Assembly tomorrow in New York, and then he'll travel right here to Washington to meet with President Biden and congressional leaders to ask for more aid. And one person who has gotten to know President Zelensky well since the Russian invasion began is an Academy Award winner, Sean Penn. His new documentary follows a comedian turned commander-in-chief. We sat down with the filmmaker just after coming back from his 8th trip to Ukraine. With rare access, Sean Penn turns the camera on the people of Ukraine.
Because you can.
Because I can.
Thank you.
Superpower on Paramount Plus chronicles Penn's trip to the war-torn country and his time with its president, beginning with an interview as the first Russian bombs fell. And what was your sense of Zelensky at that moment? This comedian turned politician turned war president. You saw it on day one.
You know, overnight he became a wartime president, and against a nuclear superpower. It appeared he was born for it. And it was an overwhelming sense of the courage that's now been talked about and demonstrated by him. It wasn't anything that I'd ever seen, you know, with that kind of scope in one person's eyes before. And it's true with almost all of the Ukrainians that we saw in that moment.
Now the debate in Washington continues over aid to Ukraine, a year and a half since the war began. Is Vladimir Putin just waiting out the American public and congressional support?
I think yes is one of the answers, and it's really time that the American people, we, I, all of us in our whatever way, do our part to partner with and support and demand that leadership does its.
Do you think that Ukraine will ultimately win this war?
There's not a cell in my body that sees anything other than that.
Our extended interview streams Thursday on Person to Person, including what it was like for Penn to meet Vladimir Putin back in 2001.